Hey guys, welcome to Girls Frontline 2. So recently we did have Lewis drop for CN and we're expecting her for global. I'm not sure when, but as soon as she drops, we are going to have a logjam at our burn roster. So Lewis is basically a burn character. So let's take a look at her kit here. For her skills, we have overburn. That's her first. We have damage up. Next one is FOMO command. Consumes one stack of this effect when unleashing salvo. Increases the damage dealt by 30%, max of 6 stack. Considered a buff, cannot be cleansed. Then the next effect is going to be rank. So each FOMO provides Lewis with additional effects based on his rank. The higher the rank effect also includes lower rank effects. The effects can stack. So at rank 1, burn damage dealt by Lewis is increased to 10%. At rank 2, burn damage dealt by Lewis is increased to 15% from 10. Critical rate is increased by 10. Plus, at rank 3, before Lewis uses her ultimate skill, Toy Carnival, to attack an enemy target, it triggers one instance of salvo. The instance of salvo does not consume charge, nor does it restore Confectance Index. Then FUMO, when an allied unit with a FUMO uses a basic attack or active attack that deals burn damage, Lewis commands the FUMO to unleash one instance of salvo against the enemy target said allied unit is attacking. Each FOMO can only trigger this effect once per turn. Then there is salvo, deals targeted burn damage that ignores cover equal to 100% of attack, and 1 point of stability damage for each rank of FOMOs. The damage multiplier is increased by 10. Lewis gains 3 points of blaze and 1 point of confectance index. Definitely, her kit is packed with effects. Then she has heat transfer, accumulates blaze to charge this effect. When blaze reaches 35 points, consumes all points of blaze and grants all allied units afterburners for 2 turns. Blaze used to charge heat transfer. Then you have merit, consumes 4 stacks of this effect. To increase the rank of the Fumos by 1, maximum of 4 stacks cannot be cleansed. Afterburners, burn damage dealt is increased by 30%. Crit damage is permanently increased by 5. Considered a burn buff, cannot be cleansed. Okay, for her skills though, the first one, I think this one is the basic attack. Playtime, stability damage is 2. Selects an enemy within 8 tiles and deals physical damage equal to 80% of attack. This is her S1, big baddie cleanup, active AoE debuff. Stability damage is 2. Cooldown is 1. Selects one direction, dealing burn damage equal to 80% of the attack to all enemy units within 3 by 5 tiles in an area in a selected direction, and inflicts overburn for 2 turns. Then her S2, Mystery Fun Ball, active targeted buff. Stability damage is 3. Cooldown is 1. Selects an enemy unit within 8 tiles, dealing burn damage equal to 140 of the attack, as well as fixed damage equal to 30% of the attack to the target and all enemy units within 3 tiles around it. Lewis gains 2 stacks of FOMO command. Then her ultimate, Toy Carnival, stability damage is 5. Cooldown is 0. CI use is going to be 6. It's a high cost. Selects one enemy within 8 tiles, dealing burn damage equal to 180% of the attack. For each FOMO in the field, increase the damage dealt of this attack by 15%, times FOMO's rank, and increase crit rate by 5%, the FOMO's rank. So next one is a FOMO assembly. At the start of the battle, Lewis gains heat transfer, then consumes all confectance points to assign one rank of FOMO to each of the 2 closest burn attribute allied dolls, excluding Lewis. So this is really built for a burn team. When an allied unit with a FOMO assigned uses a basic attack or active attack and deals burn damage, Lewis commands the FOMO to unleash a salvo against the enemy target. Said allied unit is attacking. Lewis gains 3 points of blaze and 1 point of confectance index. Each FOMO can only trigger this effect once per turn. When the aforementioned unit of the FOMO assigned deals burn damage, it also gains 1 stack of merit. At the end of the round, consumes 4 stacks of merit, increased rank of the full moons and can only be triggered once per turn. So, in summary, for her skills, she has a lot of she has a buff, she has debuff, she has AoE. She's definitely going to be a combination between a buffer and a DPS character. So she would definitely be replacing somebody. My first guess would be Sharkery, because her kit is going to give more damage to your burn team when she is going to be arriving in global, and now she actually arrived in CM. So for her vertebrae upgrades, Fumo Assembly, Vertebrae 1, the base damage multiplier of salvo is increased by 1 to 20% of attack if the enemy target is afflicted with overburn. Trigger its effect equal to the rank of the Fumo. At Vertebrae 2, Toy Carnival, Confectance Index cost is reduced by 2. So this one is going to be the ultimate, which is a nice reduction, down to 4 from 6. Adds additional effect of the skill based on the Fumo's rank. The higher ranks effect also includes lower rank effects. This one is gonna be important. Vertebrae 2. This is a good stopover for low spenders. Misery Ball, Fun Ball, Vertebrae 3. The skill's damage multiplier is increased by 160. The fixed damage multiplier is increased by 50%. This is ridiculous. The effect FOMO command now lasts three rounds. The effect is charged with the following. Damage dealt by salvo is increased by 50. Considered a buff, it cannot be cleansed. A nice add-on in terms of damage. That's for Vertebrae 3. Vertebrae 4, the damage multiplier is increased by 120%. For each burn type debuff in the target, damage dealt by this attack is increased by 10%, in a maximum of 30. So 2, 3, and 4 are nice. I think the minimum would be 2 if you want to invest in her like a low spend. At Vertebrae 5, another effect for Toy Carnival. Add the following effect for each FOMO on the field. The damage multiplier of this attack is increased by 10% times its rank, and critical damage of this attack is increased by 5% times its rank. Okay, and the last one is FOMO Assembly. Vertebrae 6, the assigned FOMOs is now rank 2. What? The effects of rank is enhanced. Rank 2, critical damage is increased by 15, and rank 3 at the end of the action unleashes one instance of salvo to the closest enemy target. The instance of salvo does not consume charges, nor does it restore Confectance Index. So for her keys, Innocent Designer, before launching a salvo, inflicts overburn to the target for 2 turns. Basic one. Secrets to Spreading Smiles modifies the passive effect of Fumo Assembly, allowing it to attach Fumo to non-burn attribute dolls. This is nice because you get to use her not exclusively for a burn team. If a basic attack or active attack does not deal burn damage, it can still trigger salvo. This is nice for, if you want to splash her in other non-burn teams. Belief in Protection of Innocence, the active skill Mystery Fun Ball, and the ultimate skill Toy Carnival cleanses 1 buff on the target before the attack resolves. So this is clearly for a boss fight or boss stage. Optimist Wondrous Imagination, when attacking with an enemy target inflicted with overburn, damage dealt is increased by 15 and inflicts defense down for 2 turns, which is actually nice. She does do defense down. If they're gonna be, if this is going to be in a burn team, this is gonna be redundant to, I think, to QJ's defense down, I think. Anyway, it's always nice to have a redundancy in a team anyway. So cute is just this. At the start of the turn, there are FOMOs in the field with a rank of 2 and higher. The range of the active skill Mystery Fun Ball and ultimate skill Toy Carnival are increased by 2 tiles for this battle. Another one is Hope for Cloud. Units with FOMOs gain 2 stacks of merit at the end of the action. And the common key Blaze of Glory is a plus 5%. Damage dealt by ultimate skills is increased by 10%. So this is a nice common key because this could be used by somebody who has tons of damage for their ultimate skill. Not only Lewis, but other dolls. Top of mind right now, I can't think of anybody. You might be able to comment in the comment section who can use this. Signature weapon, the toy maker. Well, this can be used by this can be used by what do you call this? By Klukai. Anybody who has a ton of damage for their ultimate skill can basically use this. So signature weapon, the toy maker, MG, heavy ammo, flame of innocence, burn damage is increased. So the buff is burn damage. If 3 or more instances of burn damage dealt this turn, burn damage in the next turn is further increased by another set of multipliers. So the minimum is 15, then 10. Straight is when exploiting a weakness, ignore 10% of the target's defense. Nice. When exploiting burn weakness, additionally ignores 10% of the target's defense. Imprint skill, so damage dealt to enemy targets with burn type debuff is increased by 2.5. That is nice. So far, that is what we have for her. She's basically a lot of things, a lot of effects, and can be used in burn team, can be used in a non-burn team. I think she's gonna be useful. She's gonna be a nice addition to the burn team. If you want to skip a couple of no, right now for global, the decision is, would you want to invest in Sensor because Centaurace will be eventually be kind of replaced by Vector. Vector will have a heal in her mod key. So will you be needing Centaurace? Will Lewis be slotted there as an additional DPS character while retaining Sharkery? So there are a lot of considerations actually with her kit. Once she arrives in global, that we'll have to find out. That is it, guys. What do you think of her kit? Stay safe, take care. This is the Warden, and I'm out of here.